I don't really know how to start this video other than by just saying I've been playing a bit of Battlefield 5. I didn't really plan on making any videos on it, but it was a Christmas gift from my girlfriend, so I decided, why not? In this video I'm going to really just give you my opinion on Battlefield 5. As a longtime Battlefield player and fan, I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on what makes a good Battlefield game, and if Battlefield 5 holds up to those standards. Without further interruption, let's begin. Starting off with the War Stories, the single-player campaign of Battlefield 5. It's exactly what you'd expect. The Battlefield series has never really been known for an outstanding or good single-player story, and it's the same case here. If you really want to play the single-player, then go for it, but most of the stories are pretty bland and boring, and I wouldn't blame anyone for just skipping right over them and just heading straight into multiplayer. Now let's get to the main reason most people probably bought Battlefield 5, the multiplayer. In my opinion, and I'm going to say it again so everyone hears it and understands it, in my opinion, it isn't as bad as everyone says. They definitely made some changes from the previous games. The most noticeable one is the faster time to kill. You're going to be mowing people down left and right, and at times it can make you feel like an absolute badass. Other times it feels like all you're doing is just spawning and dying. I prefer the slower TTK from Battlefield 4, but this faster TTK isn't bad. It's just going to take some time for Battlefield vets to adjust. Moving on, we have the game modes. We got Conquest, Grand Operations, Team Deathmatch, Breakthrough, Frontlines, and Domination. Conquest is your main bread and butter game mode in which both teams capture points to bleed the other team out of their tickets. It's the default mode and the most played. It's classic and it plays well. Grand Operations string together multiple matches, in which the previous match can affect the next one based on which team wins. This mode usually takes a long time, and the first few times it could be pretty fun to see what happens if the attackers win on this day or the defenders win on that day, but after a while it can get kinda stale. Everybody knows what Team Deathmatch is, so I'm not going to go over it. Breakthrough is a variation on Rush. The defenders defend the flags, while the attackers attempt to capture and hold all the flags at once, in order to move on to the next sector and the next set of flags. Frontlines is also like Rush, but instead both teams try to push the enemies back to their base, where they must plant bombs and detonate them to win. Finally, Domination is like Conquest, but on a smaller scale with less players. This is one of the strongest parts of the game. It's a variety of game modes. You can play several matches of this mode, then switch to the next, then switch to the next. There's a lot to have fun with, and it will keep you busy for some time. I have to say my favorite is Conquest. It's a classic game mode and provides enough freedom to play however you want, whenever you want. It's just fun, it's classic. The other game modes are cool. I like Domination just because it's smaller Conquest, and I had a little bit of fun with Frontlines, just with some team, like working as a squad. Honestly, it's up to you. I say try them all out and just see which one you like the most. Then we have the maps. They're not too great. The maps aren't bad, they're just not that memorable. Everyone remembers their favorite map from Battlefield 3 or Battlefield 4. Everyone gets pumped when Operation Metro or Siege of Shanghai shows up on the loading screen. But here in Battlefield 5, it just doesn't happen. There's not really any maps that'll get you excited. Just kind of like, this one's okay. This one's okay. They're not bad, but they're not great, if that makes sense. Next up, let's talk about the classes. We have 4 classes as always: the Assault, Medic, Support, and Recon. Assault has access to semi-auto and assault rifles. They specialize in taking out infantry with their rifles and demolishing ground vehicles with their rocket launchers and dynamite charges. The Medics can only use SMGs, and they specialize in healing their teammates with medical crates and bandages. The Support can wield MMGs, LMGs, and shotguns. They specialize in resupplying their team with ammo by using ammo crates or taking out some vehicles with AT mines. Finally, the Recon class comes in with bolt-action rifles and self-loading rifles. They specialize in spotting the enemy, since they're the only class that can, and taking out infantry at long distances.